Coach D'Artagnan here of Serenity Coaching. I want to share with you some tips that hopefully can help you find success on your wellness journey. Let's begin. This week, we're going to focus on reflection. There are three things you should consider when reflecting. One is how to accept. Two is finding your compelling reasons. And three is how to develop and maintain patience. So let's get started. So let's begin with number one, how to accept. So acceptance. If you're overweight like I was, I weighed 374 pounds. I was grossly overweight. You're going to have to accept the fact that you actually are overweight. And it took me a while to come to that conclusion and reality that I indeed was overweight, because when I looked in the mirror, it did not give me a true representation for the actual amount of pounds that I actually weighed. It wasn't until I actually started looking at photographs of myself with other folk in it that gave me a hard taste of reality that, I really did look pretty different than the people inside the photo as far as size. I actually, it did not match how I saw myself in the mirror. So in addition to, helping you come to acceptance with how you look, I caution you not to make light of your weight as well. So it's one thing to have self-confidence in yourself, but I hear people constantly making statements like, I'm big and beautiful, I'm big and fabulous, I'm big and sexy. And as true as those statements may be, from a self-confidence standpoint, I would also add to that you are probably big and at risk for chronic illnesses, big and unhealthy, and big and in my case, big and lazy. So I was big and lazy. I was big and at risk of heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure. And so I caution you not to just make light of the fact that, you're overweight, but really take a hold of accepting the fact that you are overweight and the potential health risks that can come as a result of being overweight. The second thing I'd like to discuss is finding those compelling reasons to help you lose that weight. It's not until you actually find those compelling reasons and going beyond the surface. I mean, when I was 374 pounds, I didn't really have compelling reasons. I had very shallow reasons as to why I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to be sexy. I wanted to, just be more attractive. That was all my little surface reasons to why I thought I wanted to lose weight. But it wasn't really compelling enough for me to actually develop a course of action to actually lose the weight. It wasn't until I took a step back and really started to think about what was I actually fed up with, and what did I want to have out of my life. I was tired of not being able to sit down in chairs comfortably. I was tired of not being able to walk more than 2 blocks without breaking out into a profuse sweat. I was tired from being exhausted from going up a flight of steps. I was tired of constantly being called big guy, big man, those types of references in reference to my size. And I also was tired of just not feeling well. I was tired of having to take 2 pills for high blood pressure. I was just tired of that particular lifestyle. And I decided to, realize that I needed to take control over my health so that I can live long term. Not to mention that I was at high risk of a lot of chronic diseases and illnesses from both sides of my family: cancer, hypertension, diabetes, heart failure, heart failure or chronic heart disease. So, that medical history of my family, in addition to just what I was feeling personally, allowed me to really find those compelling reasons. And everyone's compelling reasons are going to be different. So, I'm not saying what I'm saying, for you to, adopt my compelling reasons as yours. You're going to have to find exactly what are your true reasons to why you want to lose weight. It could be for your children, it could be, just for you yourself. But you have to really sit back and think about why you really want to get the weight off. And until you're able to do that, it's going to be very difficult for you to really develop a game plan to lose the weight, because you're going to need to have these compelling reasons to really anchor your behavior, so that when times get tough. And I can assure you, on your weight loss journey, you're going to come to some crossroads, and you're going to need to fall back on these compelling reasons to really get you through those tough times that will surely come on your journey. So take some time to sit back and think about what are the real reasons. Go beyond the surface, no longer being superficial, really the deep down to your core reasons why that you want to lose the weight. And the last thing we like to cover is patience. On this journey, it's going to take some time. If you're overweight and severely overweight like I was, there is a sense, or can be a sense of hopelessness that comes in, that no matter what you do, the weight is just not going to go away. But I'm here to tell you that that weight can come off. I'm living proof that that weight can come off. I weigh 274 pounds and I've lost over 100 pounds. So I know that the weight can come off, but you're going to have to be patient. Just because you choose to eat well for 3 days in a row, or you exercise or go to the gym for 3 days in a row, and then you step on the scale and the scale still says the same weight you were when you stepped on it before, or you just lost a pound or two, don't stress and thinking that it's not working. It's going to take time. If you are severely overweight, you did not just wake up one day additional 40, 50, 60, 100 pounds, 140 pounds, 200 pounds overweight. It came over time. And losing the weight is going to be the same way. It's going to happen over time. And a healthy way to lose weight is around 1 to 2 pounds per week. So if you write down what is your desired weight loss goal, and simply use that rule of thumb of 1 to 2 pounds a week, you can roughly guesstimate as to about how long it should take you to safely lose that weight. Now, once you start focusing on a healthy diet and including some exercise or just activity, obviously you'll help accelerate the weight loss. But you don't want to go on some crazy crash diet that's going to cause you to lose weight really fast, and then subject yourself to not being able to maintain that lifestyle to maintain that weight or continue to lose weight. And then we all know the yo-yo effect, that weight will come back and you'll gain that weight plus some. So be patient in knowing that this is a marathon, not a sprint. And so you're going to have to take the necessary steps to find that consistency in your diet, and how can you become more active. And for starters, stay off the scale while you're actually on this journey. So put in your mind to get on the scale either once a week or once a month, or simply find an outfit or a pair of pants or a shirt that is a size smaller than what you currently are. And if you're able to get into that shirt or pair of pants or dress or blouse or what have you, then that your body contour is changing. So rather than focusing on pounds, focus on body composition as well. So just to recap, think about accepting the fact that you are overweight, if that is the case, and then finding your compelling reasons, and then being patient along the way to make sure you're able to sustain the weight loss you're trying to get to. All right, so that's going to be it for this week. Check in next week and I'll have some more tips to share with you. Till then, be well.